Last time y'all saw me, I was in the North Carolina mountains with some buddies of mine from back home. My brother-in-law Eli and I had a close encounter with a bird, and the next morning we got back on him, but ended up missing him after calling him in. For the next 15 days, I really struggled hunting back home, pretty much running into folks wherever I went. And the only birds gobbling that I could find seemed to be on land I couldn't hunt. I got to hunt with my friends and my wife, which was great, but we couldn't get on a turkey if our lives depended on it. Hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, rather. Just now getting to this piece of public. I didn't quite make it all the way here. Last night, kind of got a little sleepy on the road, so pulled over and stopped and slept and was planning on waking up early and trying to hike up on this mountain to listen this morning, but that did not happen. So checking out this hike to get up to the top, and it's I don't know if you can really tell, but it's quite the hike. About to, I guess, throw all my stuff on and try to get up there and do a little bit of scouting today, hit some calls, see if we can get a gobbler to strike. It's honestly the kind of day that you probably could. It's beautiful, it's pretty warm. There's a little bit of wind, but it's not too bad where I'm at right now. I'm thinking they'll probably be down at the bottoms, closer to water today. Plan is to get up to the top here, and I've mapped out a little route that I'd like to take and just kind of check out the area a little bit. There's several spots that I'd like to check out, so if we get up in here and we're not really finding anything for sign and have not struck a bird, then we'll probably just dip out and bounce to another spot. But we'll put on a quick 2 miles here, 2 miles in, 2 miles back, 4 miles total. And not sure how quick that'll be, but we'll get up in here and hopefully get on some birds here pretty quick, so I don't feel so bad about oversleeping today. But yeah, this is the kickoff to the 3rd leg of the turkey tour. We've got 2 more legs left, so 5 legs total. We'll be in the mountains here and in West Virginia for the next couple days, head home for a few, and then we're gonna do a major western swing. Probably get pretty wild on that western swing. Probably be the last time we do anything that ignorant for a while, but should be fun. Yeah, I've said way too much, so I'm gonna get stuff together and head up the mountain. Well, I can just about guarantee that nobody in their right mind is making this walk. It's about a 1,000-yard walk straight uphill, and I tell you right now, it's not fun. But my thought process behind it was that there's pretty much, doesn't seem like on this side of the mountain range there's much water over here, so I wanted to come up on the backside over here so as not to spook turkeys. Pop up, get on top of the mountain above where I think the turkeys are going to be, and a few little bowls and creeks run on the other side of the mountain, and just kind of run the top of the mountain for a little bit until either strike one or find some good sign. Well, it took me about an hour and a half to get up here. It's just a tough hike to get up here, but it seems like it's definitely worth it. Up top here, it's just super green. I can see turkeys hanging out all the way at the top up here. There's definitely animal sign. I can't quite tell if it's turkey or not, but I enjoy just being up here on top and being able to run the top of the ridge hear everything down below me. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I just called right back here at one of the higher spots on this mountain range, and I'm gonna drop down to a little bench down here that sits above a saddle. I can hear on either side of the ridge, and it seems like there's on the map it's showing that there's water on either side, so I think probably a good bet that there's gonna be turkeys down in there somewhere. So I worked the route I wanted to up on that mountain, but never ended up striking anything. I plan on being back up there in the morning and make the hour-and-a-half hike in the dark up to the top. Oh, well, here we are, not on a turkey. So I guess to recap the morning, ended up taking a different route to get in here. And it was real easy getting to the top here, but the elevation was about 1,000 feet higher than where I was finding all that sign yesterday. I got up here anyways, just expecting to hear something gobble, but pretty damn surprised that we didn't hear anything gobbling down below us once we got up there. I was gonna get on top here, walk this top all the way to where I was at yesterday, but it's pretty dangerous, I'd say. Up there on top, and then dropping off either side is really steep and super thick, so it's almost unnavigable. Almost just should have gone the way that I went yesterday, but by the time we get back to the van, it'll probably be 9 o'clock. That's still plenty of time to get on a bird, but not throwing in the towel yet, but I definitely wasn't fishing this morning. After a slow morning, I relocate to some new ground. And it's a good thing I do. I'm not there long before I get a bird to gobble. Got a gobble. You gotta be joking me, man. I just can't even believe that. Well, after a pretty rough start to the morning, picked up and moved to a different area. Not super far from where I was at, but got over here, and honestly, it's like one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Pretty much just got right down in here. Hit a call down to this bottom. Bird responded right down there. Not entirely sure how I'm gonna get to him. He's only gobbled that once so far. Oh, there he goes again. Yeah, I can't tell exactly where he's at. It sounds like he's just all the way down at the bottom. So, what I might do is I might take this high road all the way above to where that draw kind of empties down into there off the road. Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. I mean, I can't even believe we just got a bird to gobble. It's like 10:30. 10:45 here. It's looking like it might rain here in an hour or two, so might be getting wet for this bird. He's gobbled quite a few times while I've been walking over here. He's just down on this bottom here. There's a nice little bowl to sit down in. I don't know how close we're going to be able to get to him, but we might just be able to call him up. I think he's just right down in there. He's gobbling a lot. I wonder if I could call him up here or if I need to get a little bit closer. I'm gonna try to get down here onto a bench right above him and start calling at him. If he keeps gobbling like that, then I'll probably get pretty dang close. I think he's up there. Yeah, he might have been down to start. That first gobble, he might have. Actually, no, I think he's probably up there the whole time. Now I can loop around and get up there pretty easily, but now I don't know what he's gonna do now. I'm fairly certain he's not down in the bottom here because the gobble's not like, doesn't sound like it's lower than I am right now. It sounds clear, like on a straight line, like he's up there. I also don't really know though. He could be walking right at me. I mean, it sounds like he's up on top there and he's gobbling a lot. So that makes me think that he's up on top, but honestly, I can't be sure. He could be diving off the top right now to come get me. Sounds like he might be that fired up, so may just need to sit tight here for a second. Yeah, he's up top there. He might be coming this way though. He might be working down off that face. If he is, he's a committed turkey. That's for sure. He's one that's right. I'd sit here for 15-20 minutes, see what he does. Oh, he's up there and he ain't moving, so I'm gonna back out and try to get real tight to him. This road back here runs right on top of where he's gobbling from, so. before long, that rain moved in, and once it started, I didn't hear that bird gobble any longer. I decided to back out and try the bird again in the morning. I head back to the van to wait the rain out, and head back out in the evening to roost, but ultimately with no luck. On the next episode, the next day is one foggy morning, which made for some cool shots, but no gobbling. But if you stick with it and burn some boot leather, eventually it pays off. At least that's what I tell myself.